I'm just registered. All right, there we go. So I think it's time we should start. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in for yet another session from me, Harpreeet Chaudhry, a learner like you all. And this is something new and excited. I was really excited about was holding on to taking this session for a long while. And I am very thankful you all could join in on a working day. I know for many it was a long day, yet people have joined in. Thank you so much for that. I will be selfish. I'll be honest. It was my vacation time, so I took advantage of that time. And for my ease, I thought it would be a nice moment to share my learning from Canva. So I'd like to thank Matthew, sir, and the AIEF platform to allow me to have this, as well as Google, who's made us advanced in technology and working with all educators like you. So we are going to start without much ado. I am Harpreeet Chaudhry. A short introduction about me. I am a primary school teacher right now with an international school. I have an experience of about 21, 22 years, I would say, soon going to complete that. I am teaching all subjects to primary school students, and I have been a Canvasador, which is the Canva ambassador for last, I would say, 1.5 years now. So journey has been amazing. And recently, on a huge annual event of Canva, that's Canva Create, we were exposed to a lot of new features that Canva had. I'm sure many of the teachers are already using Canva. And it's been an amazing journey. And with our mentor, guru, leader, I would say, Anna Purni, who represents Canva for us, it has been great. So thank you so much for joining in. I would start, we're not going to start from scratch, so I will just share my screen. So you all people.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm ready.
Ready, Tejal ma'am, I'll just make you the host. And so I will be just give me a moment. So here I'm going to make you the host. Every time I click something, I have the clink clank of the meet entrance. So people not being on, so I have struggled there. Amit sir, I'm allowing everyone who's on screen, so I'm just going to pass the baton to Tejal ma'am. So
Sorry, ma'am, I was not able to hear you. Speaker was by mistake. It is off.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Perfect. Here. I'm just allowing you to be the co-host. Tejal ma'am, you're the co-host now.
Okay, ma'am.
So all yours. So I'm going to start now. Sorry about that. So I'm going to share my screen and we start from here. If anybody can confirm if you can see my screen.
Not yet, ma'am. Yes,
Now?
it has come. Yes,
okay,
yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So Canva.com is your way to this beautiful world that we have. And the first homepage that appears is something like that. I'm sure many of you are accessing Canva for a lot of flyers, documents, your slides, the presentations that you're making, and your videos, social media posts. Now Canva has introduced docs, so whiteboard, you name it and it's there. So I would say it is a beautiful, not a competitor to Microsoft or Google, but it is a beautiful support to the digital world and a great help teachers. Just to get your free account of Canva for Education, you just need to log in email ID, the school email ID, and you need to get a password generated. And once you're done, you need to submit your ID card for school, or if you've got a domain that you log into generally from your school ID, or a qualification, education qualification as a teacher. So that's something minimum that you need. And once this is done, it takes about 48 hours maximum, and you get your Canva for Education account accessible, and it opens a world to you. So the objective of today's session was not the basic. I'm sure all the other Canvassadors have taken that lead and have begun. I know Tejal ma'am had a session, Muntaha ma'am. So all of them already had a session. So you can go back to Canva site and get access to it. Again, Canva has a beautiful Facebook community on Facebook. That's its presence, and we are growing each day by numbers. I would request Canva community to have the latest updates. I would please request people to mute themselves. It just eases everybody's life. So here we would like you to get part of it. People are sharing the designs. You've got ready-made templates. There are lovely educators who are always there to help you. If you've got questions, you're stuck, it's a beautiful community where you can share your resources, and you can get a lot of input from there. So if time allows, we'll see that really quick towards the end of the session. Here now we are on our home page. So I already like the animation that my cursor is giving. That's all Canva magic. So I would look at a lot of AI tools supported by Canva, which Canva has created, and it has made life easy. So we can say a Canva GPT, so to say. I should not name the GPT, but yes, it is our AI advancement of Canva, which is helping us accelerate our learning for students, making it fun as educators also. So I'm sure many teachers would agree to me. They do not like to re-teach the same topic with just textbooks now. So you always have new ideas, and when it is at the click of a button or few words and it appears with a beautiful presentation or a document, why not give it a try, and why slog so many hours? So as people say, work smarter and not harder is the key to 21st century skills, is what we teachers are on the uptake. So here, without much ado, this is my Canva account. I have my login here. There is the button here that says create a design. So if you click on this button, this has a lot of options that you can create elements from Canva using different mediums. So you've got docs, like you have Google Docs, you've got Canva Docs. It has its own white. You want to generate an Instagram story, some A4 documents, presentations. It works as good as a PowerPoint or a Google slide. So you cannot say it's any less. And it can also generate a presentation according to your requirement. It gives you an outline and template. We're going to look at those. Instagram post, Facebook post, book, Facebook cover, videos, flyers, headers for your Google Classroom many of us are using, or any other LMS that you're using. Infographics, again, another useful resource for teachers these days, where students get a lot of information with just one infographic. And you've got even your resume templates and cards if you want to do. So here is our first button. You've got notifications, settings. On the left side, you've got all your classes, your member invitation, the templates if you want to go directly to it, the projects. There is a brand hub. There are apps located, which we would see inside. So we will start with some very interesting and new features which Canva Create has just launched in the month of March, and the world is rocking with it, trust me. So I wouldn't say you've not known them, But to start with, I have a list on the side so I don't forget. We start with magic design. So here, magic design is something wherein when you have it's like a help for a writer's blog. When you don't know where to start, you've got ideas somewhere, but you don't know where actually and what to put in that presentation or the design that you want. That's what magic design does for you. So here, what kind of design do you want? Let me see. So this is your search bar. There are two ways you can access your magic design. So we're going to start with search bar. So I'm going to say, for example, Instagram food post is something I want to create, for example. I'm going to start with that. It gives me preset templates that I can choose from, or I can choose according to what I have in my mind. Let's say I've got something about pancakes today that I want to create, or something about the sale. So once you're here, you see these are some of the templates which are already available on Canva. They have beautiful color scheme. You just have to replace your text. You can add some elements to it, or you can just change the background. You can insert your images. It gives you an idea. So instead of a blank page, you have something that's readily available for you, as all the templates would do. Now here we are thinking about our magic design. So here you click on insert media. You have I have all these files already that I've used before, but you can also choose files from your device. So here, if I go choose my files, I've got, let's say I already had to save time, some pictures. So I'm going to open this, and it generates some templates for me for my Instagram media. So it will take a few seconds. And do let me know if I go too fast. Sorry about my internet. It's taking a bit longer than usual. It always acts up when we really need the internet. So apologies for that. So here we've got some templates. It's still loading. So I've got some blank images there. And it's got here. Let's see. My media is still appearing. We're waiting. So up here with the media, look, I had put this picture of a dessert. So here, this is what it had. I'm not choosing it yet. I've got more options here. So if I click on it, my images have been replaced by what I wanted. So these are just few options. If I'm not happy with it, I can again recreate, regenerate. Like you do in ChatGPT, you just regenerate responses. You can do that. So this is your media where you add. Then comes our next tab, which is the style tab. So you just click on this, and it gives you picking a style option wherein it gives you a palette of colors you can choose from. You can change them according to your need. You can check for results to see how it would look like with the color palette you want. You can even switch between different palettes altogether, or you can switch between different colors given in one palette. So that's how it works. And there it goes. So if you're not happy with it, you can go back to the original one. And the next one, it says, is the headline. So here, this is the title of your palette. So let's say, let's enjoy. Just simple. I'll keep it simple. It says add to the results. So if you see, delicious food will be replaced here. It just got clicked. I come back to it. Let's enjoy. So here, if I have to choose, I already have this. It is an automated. If you can see, that's a picture of my Instagram post. Maybe I'm a chef and I want to present that. I will click on it. I customize the template. And this is where my actual template would open, and I can now magic design. So this is what magic design does. You can do it on a website. You can do it on a doc. It just gives you prompts, and you can create what and how you want it. So It's just coming up. Sorry, it is too slow today. It just was working minutes back. And there it goes. Something should happen in a minute. Okay, it's just starting up. It's not closing, not opening. So here, okay, my design has been loaded. So either of them should load. This. It's coming, we are positive. So here is our first feature. So my magic design, I did not create anything. I just uploaded a picture and it gave me the template. Now I can replace it with other images. I can replace it with the text. So I don't have a blank beginning where I was stuck, and I can change these now. I can add fonts to it. I can change my background. So here, normally when you work on Canva, you've got the background. So if I have this, then I can change this wood looking background, and I can move down. So I even have these gradients, which are again new features from Canva. You can always change them, and it replaces your background to the way you want it. I can even change the images here. These are videos. I can even change the text here. If I have something, I can even create that. Now looking at that, I have this beginning. I can increase the font, the color, the making it bold, italics. I can even add effects to it like you would do with a normal presentation. So all these will allow me. Now, if you see this little star on the bottom right, this is available on all the features of Canva once you open a whiteboard or a website or a doc. So here, this really helps you. It is an assistant really, and it is called Canva Assistant. So if I click on it, whatever is the element that's highlighted on my product or what I'm creating, it will give you accordingly the options of that editing. So here, for example, this will help me assist into editing my text. If I have this image, I will highlight it. I click on this. It will give me options to edit the image, or you've got options of cropping it, animating my image, making it transparent, adjusting the colors, the filters, layering it, moving it, flipping it. All that can be done. If I go to the background here, the whole item, the object, it gives me more options, more suggestions. So if you see here, I have more options. So every time you click on this, depending on what is selected on your page, that related assistance will be given to you. So that is the role of this magic assistance. Again, beautiful a way to explore this magic assistant. As you go on, you will see the more you get into Canva, basically, the more better you would be at and more features you will have. And I'll really wait for people to explore and come up with a session wherein features that I am not aware or many of us are not aware can be made aware, because Canva is so deep, you cannot learn everything. Every time you say, oh, even this is possible. So that was our first feature of Canva. Moving on to the second one we have is Magic Edit. Now, Magic Edit is again, it allows you to edit any post or photo by brushing over things. So here I had already, I'll close this. I'd created already the base for it, how to get an image. You open. So here I'm going to go to my home page. And my recent designs that I had created. So I will go here to just save time. So I had created this Magic Edit already, the template for you. So here it brushes what is not needed. It can brush a certain object in my photo. It can replace that object by another object, and it is all powered by AI. So here, let's say I have an image I have just uploaded. I want to remove this man. It's not looking very good in my picture. So I'm going to just click on the picture. I click on Edit Photo. Now here we are editing the picture. So here I edit. I can either remove the background in its totality. Now there are somewheres you will see some places you have a restriction to your Canva tools where you cannot use all of them. So certainly there are limitations, and I'm sure Canva is working very hard on it, and soon we'll have all these features. So what I discovered while I was learning Canva, that all these tools like Magic Eraser, Magic Edit, or the background remover cannot be used all together. So that is one limitation. Sometimes it works with one tool, and if you try the second option of edit or vice versa, the eraser, it doesn't work. So it only has the limitation for the moment. Maybe in the coming days, weeks, Canva, I'm sure, is working on it. But whatever we have is more than enough. It's already what we need. So here I'm going to go to Magic Eraser. The moment I go, I have a brush size available here. So I can increase the size of the brush depending on what I want to remove. So I want to remove this man. It's just spoiling my background. And I don't want the lamp also. Again, if something is working, give me a second. I didn't do anything. Why? I don't know why it's, yeah. So we have this. This is the Magic Eraser. I've removed the man. I have removed the lamp. So that is your Magic Eraser. Look, it's gone. So it looks okay. I still don't like this door open. I can either remove it altogether, or I go back. My picture here. I say Magic Edit now. That was eraser. Now, the moment I click on Magic Edit, my eraser had already removed the man. So here it says you can instead use Magic Edit. You cannot use both. This is what I actually meant. So I will use the Magic Edit. The moment I say yes, I will have the man back on my picture. So now here, if you see the brush size, I can increase the size depending on the product or element I'm removing from my picture. So here I still want the man to go away. I don't want the lamp. Now it says, what do I replace it with? I have to replace it with something. So here I click on continue, and it gives me a little prompt box. So here I need to add what I would like. So I would probably try some balloons, and I say generate. It gives me some options: clouds, balloon, modernist art, mural. I just want some balloons. It'll generate some balloons for me here. I can choose, or I can get them regenerated again. Oh no, I don't want the woman again. So I think I can create these, or it can also ask for generating new results. Now I have done. I click on done. I want now the flowers to change. Again, I click on this. I want the flowers also to go. So I'm going to remove the flowers. And instead of these red flowers, which don't go well, it's making my background dull. I want to make it into maybe white roses. Not sure how it will be. Let's see. So here's something to go with my background. Okay, this doesn't go very well. I would go back. I say describe what to generate. White roses in a vase. Maybe that would be better. The big white roses won't work for us. So it doesn't look nice. Red ones were better in that case. So let's see. By the way, I haven't seen that big roses ever. So looks interesting. Okay, let's this one maybe. Still looks better. So it's just to give you an idea. I'm not happy with the image, but yes, just to give you an idea that you can edit, replace some element in your picture, and you can change it accordingly. Like here, I have again another picture. I have a background. I want to change it now. Brush over the image. Okay. So here, sorry, I'm going to move to reset image. Go back. And I have this photo. Now I have to select the photo. So once I click on select photo, I have this image. I brush over this. So I will go slowly. This is in a room where I have got the background as my curtain. I'm going to go slow, fast in the bigger areas. So here, and I can always get the brush to go onto a smaller size depending on where you are actually brushing it or removing it. So here, when I'm close to the facial features, one can go slow. Here, I don't think we need it. So I am done. I continue. Here I say maybe the background could be Taj Mahal or some monument. Let's see if it can generate something or some bits and pieces of a building behind that looks like Taj Mahal. So it is not always perfect and ideal, but just give you a feedback. So here, it looks like I am outside a Mughal architecture. I can change it. I can check how it looks, which one looks better. No, certainly not. And if I'm happy with it, I just say done. And that's how my image is highlighted and done. So that was all about Magic Eraser and Magic Edit. That was our second feature. Now moving on to third feature, the Translate. Again, you've heard of Google Translate. You've heard of other ways you can translate documents. Here I've got a header from my classroom, and I'd like to translate it. And where I teach, we use a lot of French. So I will just show you how to translate my header in general to French. It is written in English. It just says, welcome to Ms.Harpreet's English class. And here, it's a very old banner. So we are waiting for it to completely download. There are still elements which are not uploading. So here, okay. So now I'd like it to change. So here we select what we need to translate. It could be again in any document, on a website, on a post that you're making a flyer. This is just different things I'm giving you possibilities how Canva is so versatile. So on the left side panel, you've got something called apps. You click on that and you go further down, and here, did my translate disappear? It was here. Wait. Popular features, text code. Oh. I can't see. And we'll just try. I didn't do anything bad which made it disappear. Normally, this is where you find it. Give me one more minute. Should just check. So here you've got apps. Nope. I really did something bad this morning and it disappeared. I will come back to the translate. So basically, you click on it and you just hit the translate button and your text gets translated. So I am going to come back to it. I will again try one more time. If it takes up, so I've got text, I've got apps. One last time, I'll give it a try and see if it appears to translate. Nope, it's my bad. I will come back to this towards the end.
Harpreet, if you can search for it, if you might be able to find it.
I did. And I
okay.
did. It was there in the morning.
Yeah.
I guess the users, I hope they cannot delete what is their favorite. No, I can't find it somehow. I don't know. It was right here, and you could just click on translate and it works. So we will come back to it. Again, it was a beautiful feature. Now it says the draw feature, which is draw from scribbles to click features. So here again, to save time, I've already opened a whiteboard. I'll come back to translate. So here it's, I just took it from a template, a preset ready-made template, and I just moved it onto my whiteboard. It's just opening. And here, it's got different shapes, different images, different pictures already there through the template. Now, again, Magic Draw is something which is a beautiful feature you have got with Canva Assistant. If you look here, it says Magic Write. If you have a text, what I was already talking about. So here, if I say draw would be on the left. Again, the panel, I click on draw. So these on anything, the Magic Assistant and draw would work beautifully. So we look at the draw feature first. Here, you've got different kinds of pen eraser. So here, that's a pen. So a regular pen, you can choose the color you want. So there's a palette here that you can choose from. So here, let's try this. I've got the weight, how much thick you want the pen to be. So here, and we've got the second one, which is a marker. Again, you can change the color, the width of the marker, how much weight you want on the marker, which means how thick or thin you want it. So here, and we've got the highlighter again. So we can highlight something. So here you really need to make it thick. I will choose this. I really want my highlighter to not look like a marker, but a thick one. So here I will make it 100, and my highlighter gets thicker and thicker as you go. And I can make the transparency lighter. So when I highlight something, it doesn't hide. So here, if I choose the green and I want to highlight this, my transparency is very light. So you can see I can already check on it. So depending on the size you want. This is the eraser. I just have to go through it, and it immediately just takes off or takes away the text or anything that I've written using these pens. Now, this is something that's the cursor that we have. Here, I can, for example, draw something. I can use anything, a box to highlight, again, like we have a cursor. Here, I will come back to the pen. Let's say I have a pen and I want to keep something that I want to draw. So I will say size 30. I want to make a box around this. So here. Just 1 minute. So here, I created a random, I was not using a ruler. It kind of straightens my image for me. For example, I want to make a circle around these two boxes. I don't know, my internet is very slow today. Oh, it's just not processing. No, it's not processing. Let's see if this works. I've got something wrong with it. Okay, there it goes. So it's just, I think, the internet and sometimes the pen, the way it is carried over. So here, these are some of the features you can use with pen with Magic Draw. Again, here, the assistant, where it comes into picture. So I have highlighted this image. The moment I highlight this image, it gives me options of either Magic Eraser, Magic Edit, or you can go on to background remover. Let's say I remove the background on this. So it just became a transparent background. The man was in the pool, but now he's without. I will come back to it. Now, again, I select this. What else can I do with my image? I can even use, I have now I'm gonna go back. No, I want to use this. I want to use my image again. I have more possibilities of using image, and I can adjust filter, shadow. I can even blur my image. Sometimes you have such pieces you don't want to show, you have something, and it generally blurs the image. So that is what it does. It decreases the sharpness and the intensity of the blurriness. So here, if you can see, I can move the slider and it just increases the blur, or I can totally remove the blur. So that is what it does. Stickers now, these can be shapes you can add using Magic Assistant. Now I have just here, looking at my template, Canva gives me some possibilities of adding these shapes. I can have a flower somewhere. So here in the middle, I've got this element added on to my presentation. I can add a text box inside it. I can even change the color of the combination that it gives me. So there's outline of black. So that's why there's black, yellow, and red. So here that together makes it a combination. I can even have shapes like this added on, and I just need to move it. And then it gives me these possibilities where I can add these as my stickers. I can make stickers for my students and put it up on their presentations, or I can download it as a PNG file, and then I can use it on my other devices or other tools that we are using to engage students and to make it more interesting. So that is the role of our draw feature. Now moving on to another beautiful feature Canva came up with was animation. Everybody's talking about that. So here I just have this little garden I had prepared for you with a bird. So this is again everything taken from Canva. I didn't import anything from outside, nothing from Google. It is all from Canva. It has got a lovely database of pictures. So I have this little garden and this bird. Now I want to create animation. The object you want to create animation, I want the bird to move one side of the screen to the other. So here I'm going to click on it. The moment you click on it, my related menu bar opens. If I click on the picture, something else has possibilities. If I have the object, so this is a animated bird I already have. So here animation, I click on animate. It says create animation. Now here, the moment you click on this, you will have a trajectory or a path that you can create for your object to go from one side of the screen to the other, or even for that matter, a text. So here I click on create animation. It gives you an option. There are tips to it. It says hold the shift key while dragging it to make it a straight line. That's one. You can control the speed of your animation, making it faster or slower. And once you stop dragging, that's where your animation is complete. So let's start right away. So I say animate. The moment I move my bird, it will start creating this trajectory. Look. And there it's gone. So this is how your bird will appear once you're animating it and it's gone. Here I can have the 3 movement styles. One is original, which I just created. The smooth one, which is this. And there's a steady one again. I will show you the third one. That's my steady one. And there is another beautiful option here that says orient element to path. Here it will go topsy-turvy as a bird would normally do, as my trajectory or my path was. So I can control the speed to go fast or slow. There. And my bird goes. So that's a little animation you can do. Secondly, so that's an animation you can do with an image. Now you can also do animation with words. So here I can again click on it. On the top, I've got all the menu that I have. I can choose the font style, the size, the color. Let's choose something bright. So I will take red. Oops. It doesn't want to do anything I'm asking it to do. So here it is red. And now the moment I click on this, it gives me option here that says animate. The same I got in the image. So once I click on animate, I again click on create an animation. And again, I need to create my path. So I will this time go just to show you. It doesn't have to go topsy-turvy every time, and it comes back to its place. So there. And again, you can choose the style of your movement, how you want it. If I say orienting, it will go topsy-turvy. We certainly don't want that here. And I can choose the speed however you want it, and it's done. So that's how you can have your text animated or an image animated. So that's really interesting. Give it a try. Bees in the garden, balloons flying. You've got so many options. Horses running. The options and choices are endless. So that's your animation. Moving on to next one, which is the magic write. Again, another beautiful feature of Canva. So here I have this already created, again, a template for you. You just open a whiteboard. I created it on whiteboard. You can open a doc. Like I said, it can be for any possibility. So I'm going to just remove this. I just took this also. I will show you from the elements. So here you go to elements. You go up here, type Taj Mahal. There, if you see, I've got already images of Taj Mahal that I can put. So I can go with this nice one, I think. And I've got this image. So I put it here. Now I want something that's a text. Here, if I again click on my assistant, it says magic write. Now here I'm going to type something. It says use 5 or more words to describe what you would want to write. And then again, it will give you a word limit, a character limit of 100 characters only. So here I'm going to say, describe Taj Mahal in 3 short paragraphs. Because I don't want to go research and go on to Google. I can find it right here in Canva. So there it gives me the text that I'd asked for. So here I'm going to move it right here. I'm going to remove the top. And then I'm going to increase the font, the size, the way I want. It says 1 to 3 paragraphs. Does anyone have a question? No. Okay, so here I've got this. I've got my image. I can now, what I can do with this, it's not the end. So I've got 3 paragraphs. It's a site created by, it's a UNESCO World Heritage site, and it gives me the history, how it was created in the memory of Mumtaz Mahal and all. So now I've got the text highlighted this time. I again go back to my magic write. I can summarize the text. If I click on this, it will give me a short summary. I can again regenerate the summary. So my 3 paragraphs have been reduced to just 1 small paragraph. I go further down, I can expand the text. So it can again come back to a bigger version of the text. So there, and this time it's giving me bullet points. If you see, I can even have rewrite the text, and it says edit with magic write. This is something very interesting. So here I have this, whatever is on my text. I will just, with my shift key, I will go down, because the moment I hit enter, it will populate my writing. So I will say, let me see, what can I say? Rewrite the following, but in rhyme style. And I'm going to make it in my speech marks. Let's see if it's just an experiment we can try, and I hit enter. Let's see if we can create something. There you go. So in Agra stands a wonder so grand, the Taj Mahal built on love's demand. Shah Jahan built it for his wife, Mumtaz Mahal, his heart's delight. So I still have the story of Taj Mahal, but in the form of a short rhyming poetry. So that is again amazing. Do explore it. Since we have a time crunch, we cannot stay more on this. But again, I am saying it is wonderful, and children will be amazed how my teacher has turned into a poet. My kids were amazed. And they say, oh, teacher, you know this also. And really, believe you me, it feels so good when the children are happy. So, and they praise you for your little effort that you make. So that was our Taj Mahal. Now coming back to our next style, again, it is presentation, the magic presentation, as I would call it. And for that, I have here again a template that I created, again from Canva I've taken to show you. I will close this. And here, this was different landmarks of the world. So it's just downloading. This time it's a presentation. So it says famous landmarks around the world. So there are about 22 slides that I had picked up. Once you click on the template, you can choose if you want 5 or you want all of them, or you want few of them. You can even choose you want number 1, number 5, number 10, number 20, that way. So you can always choose as you import anything in Google. So here it says Taj Mahal, for example. Here I had, oops, I closed it by mistake. So I will go back to it. And here, let's say I've got this presentation on Taj Mahal. I want the text just to be present. I will show you how you can create captions in presentation. So I will just let it come back. So here. I just want it present on the screen. So here, let's see. I will click on present. When I present my presentation, it says full screen. That's one way. You can use presentation and make it more creative. Once you click on present full screen, you have got the presentation open. At the bottom, you've got this more. You've got magic shortcuts is what we quickly look at. These are some shortcuts Canva has prepared for you. You can either put them by numbers, the time. So if I have a timer on screen for my students, it can turn on and I can have that placed. I can reset the timer. So if they're working on something, you can just even on present mode, you can do that. Second, you've got the other shortcut that is blur. You can make the image blur for a few seconds or until a click. With this, it doesn't mean your keyboard shortcuts won't work. If I hit on B on my keyboard, it will still work. Look, I just hit B and it worked. I bring the B back, it still is there. Now, if I move back to my next magic shortcut, I just have to hover. It says quiet. Listen to the sound. When you think the kids are a bit too noisy, you can always bring this up again with the cue, the bubbles. If you're very happy and you want to praise the kids and say, hooray! And you can get this again and again. So if I have confetti, I keep hitting the C. I had a lot of boxes, so I exploded all of them. If you have something that went super, you could go for a drum roll. This really, when we were attending the Canva Create event, every time they did some super feature they brought up on the screen, there was a drum roll and I was really fascinated. And when I was exploring Canva after the launch, I found it right here as my magic shortcut. And there it is, drum roll. The curtain call again. This is very interesting, I found. If you click on it, it gives you the curtain to close. When you hit on it, it will take you on to the next slide. Woohoo! So that's how interesting the magic shortcuts are. And then you've got the mic drop, of course. And I'm too upset. Okay, it's time up for the kids. And that's how the magic shortcuts work. The second way you can make it interesting is going back to the present. And then you've got, instead of going full screen this time, you present and record. You want to create captions now. So here I will just go back to Taj Mahal. I want to go back to Taj Mahal because I have a text. I want to create caption for my Taj Mahal. So here I'm going to go here, present and record. I am not sure if while I'm already on camera, will it take it? Just giving it a try. So here it says, go to my recording. No, I didn't delete recording. Okay. Okay, I already had recorded. So go to recording. While talking over, it's just not showing. Okay, there. So I get very impatient with my network. So here I have my recording and I say start recording. 3, and there it goes. So I will go back to my Taj Mahal. I just told you Taj Mahal was a famous monument, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site created by Shah Jahan in the memory of his beloved wife, Mumtaz Mahal. And I can go back while I'm doing this. It is already creating it and it is recording unnecessary information for me now because it's not coming up. And I can hit the end recording button and it just uploads my recording. It takes few seconds. I hope it doesn't go forever on my network. Usually I have a good plan with my service provider. I don't know why I don't get the same service as the money you give. Anyways, so here I say save and exit. The moment I say save and exit, here is the copy of my link that has been generated. I click on this link. I go to another tab and I paste the link and hit enter. Here it will open my presentation now with the recording that I'd made. If you can see my recording, my objective was to create captions. So now here at the bottom, it says show captions. I click on it. It's generating captions. And now whatever I have recorded, it will show me as captions. So it's still taking time. Start with it. Will come. So look.
What?
So if you saw, you just had a presentation and you could add whatever you were talking about, you could add your own captions in that presentation. So I'm going to delete recording. Just don't want to block my Canva and spoil your training session. So here I am back. So that was something that you could do on presentations wherein you can generate captions like you have on YouTube platform. So again, that was something very interesting. Now we've got text to image. We are here again, another interesting one. So I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to just go back here. Okay, I'm going to just open any presentation. I will just go here. And now it is text. It is not a new feature on Canva, but it is much updated and much advanced in the previous than the previous version it was. So I am here. It says text to image. So here I have elements. And you've got 3 different filters on text to image. So you've got basically, just to look at this, we've got design, we've got elements, we've got upload. If you've got any pictures that you have on your device or you want to record something, that's the upload option. So that's where I'd uploaded this desert or the logo of Canva or something that I really wanted to upload. I could use that uploading and then use it in my presentation or the document or the flyer that I'm making. Then you've got a text box where you can add a simple text box. or you can even have the fancy text possibilities that you have, and you can always just choose, and you can change and play around with the colors, the way it appears here. If I want to change the color, so that's how the text appears, and you can even change the font right there as well. The projects that you have already you've worked on that are saved under this. So whatever I worked upon, it's right here. You can even create folders and keep yourself organized. The apps, again, like I said here, so you've got different apps here, and I will just sneak through if I can find the translate. No, it's disappeared. I don't know why. Anyways,
Ma'am,
so
it's below the background. Yeah, right there.
I go down. Where, ma'am? I still can't find.
You will get the below the background. I have just checked the screen.
If I go down.
Yes, right there. Yes, right there. Yes.
But it was not there in the morning. So thank you so much, Tejal ma'am. So here under background, so this is translate. Now my press start has already been selected. I click on translate. I wanted to automatically detect what language it is and to what I want to translate. So that was a real relief. Thank you, Tejal ma'am. So here, like I said, I'd like to change it to French. So I click on it, and I even have an option of which page to choose. I want to translate this into French. And press commencer. So this is how it is in French. I can reduce the size so it comes as one word. So I can make it 70. So there you go. So I've got this, and it has translated your text. You can likewise do it in other languages. There are more than 100 languages that you can translate from. So as simple as that, you just have it here. Normally, I found it in apps, honestly speaking. I don't know if I moved it or how. Otherwise, it's on the left panel, translate. It says itself, translate. So there it is. Or it's my mistake. I couldn't find it. So there you go. You have got settings here. Reduce the font size to fit. Duplicate the page when translating. So you don't want that translation. So here I had already selected duplicate. So my original text is on page 2. Press start. So press commencer is to start. So press start here. Again, so that's French. So you can even do that with the text that you have. So that's the translate. So that's a relief. Coming back to our text to image, I will go back to, I will just add another page. So here, I will just go back to my apps. Now here, I want text to image. When you go to apps again, the first thing you see is text to image. I click on it. Now here, there's a prompt. You have got 3 things that you can look for. The style. This one is none right now, so I have no style. I can choose a filmic style, dreamlike, and I've got more possibilities here. Then we have got the aspect ratio that you can choose from to have the style. Here, I'm going to create my own text. For example, I say rainbow cow in the fields. Doesn't exist, but I want to make it fun. And I say go. The moment I say it starts generating 4 pictures at a time, I can regenerate them. I can choose if I like it or not. I can even create it with the background. So look, I've got here, I've got a rainbow and the cow in the fields. I've got even a rainbow colored cow, if that's what AI understood for me. So I just have it interesting, and the children will say, wow, teacher, does that really exist? And yes, it does. So those are kind of things you can generate. Let's say I want to say, okay, I click on, for example, I go back to my elements. I choose Taj Mahal. And here I go back to my apps and I say just text to image. Whatever I type in will turn into my image. I say horse standing. I can find it in a regular picture also, and I say horse here. So whatever is in your mind, you can get that onto a design or an image. So that is what it basically means. I want somewhere a picture of a horse where I can make it stand and eat this beautiful grass. I'm sure he'll be thrown out if he goes. Yeah. So if he goes to Taj Mahal eating grass. Here, the moment I click on it, I can edit the photo and I can remove the background. I remember before that, there was this wonderful feature called Remove BG, the website that we work on to remove the backgrounds. In Canva, you don't have to have a third-party tool at all. It's all there in Canva. So here it is. So it will come. And look, I've got a horse, which is in front of the Taj Mahal, who will be kicked very soon by the people there. The best part of the image creation is the image is very crisp, sharp, not blurry. So Canva has really worked on the pixelation of the or the resolution, so to say, of the image. So you can create, for example, a realistic robo is what you can create. Canva has done a beautiful job on this as well. Realistic robo with distinct human features. Let's say, let's try. So it's just how you can put something within an image. You can create something out of what is in your head. You can't find something. Look. So this is something which is already there. And when you click on it, you enlarge it, you see the beauty of it, the crispness of the colors, the features, it's really retained it as well. So this is something it was in my mind. I could not draw it. I cannot find it on Google. I cannot find it elsewhere. Canva will produce it for me. So that's, again, the beauty of Canva with AI. So that is my next feature. And the last one I have for you, this everyone looks for, is just to design your text. I'm going to go to home. Here I can choose just to design, and this will be my last feature, and I'll let you all go. So once you have got your design ready, you want to make it look nice by the text you write. So here I'm going to create a design using, let's create an Instagram story. Or even better, I have another idea. I will this time go to customize size. I'm not showing you that. I will choose, let's say, 5,000 by 5,000 pixel, and I create a new design. Let's do it. I've chosen a lot of templates, but here, let's click 5,000 by 5,000 would be a square box that I get. Now I will show you a little text, and just to play around with the text. So one way is to make your text curve. You can write the straight text, but you can also make it curve. So here for that, I will just pick up a text box, add my heading, and I just say, I love Canva. Okay. You can see I'm a big fan of Canva. So, okay. Now I have to animate it. So here I have effects now this time. So when I go to effects, you go down, you can choose all these effects on your text. So I can choose this, I can choose the neon effect, and then I can change the colors. Or I go down to my style. The styles come down after the style is shape. So here I can choose the curve, and I have chosen Canva to change it to the style also I've chosen, and I've chosen the curve. I don't like this style anyways. So here I've got Canva, and I can make it according to the size. Now here, once I choose the curve, I can choose how much I want it. If I go all the way 0, it becomes straight. I can even go upwards bent, and I have my curve this way. If I go down, depending on the letters or the amount of Canva, I can bring it as close as possible. That curves out my text. Now, another way, just quick one I have is here to make your text look wavy. So here I'm going to just add a page. I use the same text. So I say this time Canva rocks. I should get extra points for this Canva. Okay, so there I made it bigger. Now I want to change the font. One interesting font I found here in Canva was Nectarine. So there. And I can make it even bigger. Let's make it 590. Okay. And yeah, I want to make it on one line. Let's make it. Sorry, Canva.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, so many viewers are asking for the certificate link. Kindly explain about that.
The certificate link, in just 1 minute, I'm going to share the certificate link and you'll be able to access it. Just one last minute. Now here, once this is done, I'm going to download it as a PNG file. So I will go to my page 2. I don't want all the pages. So I go to page 2 and I'm done. I download it as a PNG. And in the meanwhile, I have a website I need to go to. Sometimes Canva cannot do it all, but we have to finally ingrain it into Canva. So this is something really interesting I found out, which is photoia.com. And here, few steps and you'll have a wavy template. Now here, I have to open from computer. So I have an image which I just downloaded from Canva with a regular text that I had with Nectarine. So here I say, I love Canva. I go here. It's just opening. There. So I've got this Canva rocks. Now I will go to edit. I go to transform. And here I will warp my text. So that's one. I go to now style. If you look at the style and I click on wave. There you go. Once this is done, you have created a wave. Now you have to go to file, export as, and now you export it as PNG again, or you can even export it as PDF. I will do that as PNG. You can have, you've got all these GIF file, MP4, whatever you have. I created a PNG here. And there it goes. It says I have, yes, I love Canva, PNG, 5000 by 5000 pixels. My quality is 100%. I just click on save. So now it is saved. Now I go to Canva, back to my Canva, where I had my Canva rocks. I just go back here. I upload now my PNG. So I have to, in fact, at the end of it again, use it in my Canva somewhere. And I click on this, upload. And I say, I love Canva here. And there it should upload just in a moment. And there it is. My baby text is here. And with this, we come to the end of our session. Thank you so much for being patient. I am just going to share my link for you for the certificates. Thank you for being patient. I'm just sharing that link in the chat box. In the meanwhile, if you've got any questions, we can always talk about it. I'm just sharing my Oops. Okay, here, I will just share it. I'm going to stop share and I will share the link with you. So here,
Mukta Sablok, ma'am, you have raised your hand. Do you have any questions?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah.
Good
Very
evening, ma'am.
wonderful and interesting session, Harpreet ma'am and Tejal ma'am.
Thank you so
I want
much,
to
ma'am.
ask one thing. Like you have told that we can have our teacher's account, free account, teacher
Yes.
free account. I'm the computer teacher.
Yes.
If I want to teach these things to my kids, can my kids use these features?
Yes, they can. You can have them onto your account. Once you get your account, you can add students to your account and they can be part of the features that you have.
The students, they will work from their Gmail ID, normal Gmail ID.
Yes. Yes.
And I need to add them in my account.
That's right. You just create, like, you can
Invite
import a
link.
classroom.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
once you get the free account, there is a one invite link to your students. You can send that link, and student can join that link, and it become your classroom, right? But one or two features, for example, Magic Write. Students cannot write access the Magic Write feature. That is only for you.
Okay. Okay.
So they can all the other thing they can access.
Thanks a lot.
Welcome. Now we have Maya Devi ma'am raise her the hand. Anjali ma'am. Then after that, Anjali ma'am, you can ask the question. Maya Devi ma'am, are you there? Okay, I think she is not listening us. Okay, Anjali ma'am, Anjali Dubey ma'am, do you want to ask the question? I think they have raised the hand by mistake. Reena ma'am was raising the hand. Reena Sahu,
Yes, ma'am.
continue.
Actually, I want to know, can I use this application in mobile also?
Yeah, it is a Canva app. Canva app is there. You can use it.
Okay. And in laptop, can
Yeah,
I install
laptop.
from Play Store?
It is web-based application. No need to download anything. And
Okay.
auto save. You
Auto
it
set.
will
And it
not
is
take
online. It means I have to work it in online, no?
yeah. Internet is required, and it will not take if you are making so many design. It will store in the Canva itself. So it will not take your space in your computer or your mobile phone. That is the best
Okay.
advantage.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome, Rina. Now we have Love Education. They have raised their hand. Love Education, are you there? Another one is Avanti Sharma, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Good
last time
evening.
I have attended your session on Canva and I tried to register as the teacher in the Canva account. So for the proof, I have uploaded my appointment letter. But even though I was not I was not getting the free account for teachers.
Ma'am,
So may
for that, try to upload. We will get back into that. But do you have your educational degree regarding the teacher's qualification? For example, your B.Ed certificate.
yes, ma'am.
Try to upload that certificate. No, otherwise,
Okay.
if you are not able to do again log in, then we will get back to you. You can contact me or Harpreet.
Um,
Surely, ma'am.
Avanti ma'am, you can
Yeah, Annapurni
upload.
ma'am is there. Yes,
Yeah, you can
our manager.
upload. Yeah, you can upload your school ID. If you have any school ID, you
Okay,
can
ma'am.
upload that. And I'll drop my email ID. If it still does rejects, then you can reach out to me. I'm
Surely,
happy to support.
surely, ma'am. Thank you.
Let me introduce Annapurni ma'am. We are very thankful to you. You have joined us. She is our manager. So we are very thankful that you are joining joining our
Not at
session.
all. It was a wonderful session, and I really like how Harpreet ma'am, you went through all the features so calmly and so patiently, and I love the support Tejal ma'am you gave whenever needed. It's
Absolutely, Tejal
really
ma'am.
wonderful, and all the questions have been so insightful. I'm going back and thinking how we can improve the product more. So it's been a great learning experience for me also. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Now, I've shared the feedback link, so please go ahead. I will be sharing on the groups. I will be sharing the recording as soon as it is processed. I shall share that with you, so you can access that anytime you'd like. And there'll be again the feedback link to generate your certificate for attendance. So I would again like to thank you all for your wonderful support, because a webinar is successful only when people are there, and there is an audience listening to you. So you've all been wonderful audiences, being very patient. I have glitched a lot during the session, and Tejal ma'am wholeheartedly has supported me for that. Thank you, Anna, for being there, and all of you, sincerely, thank you very much. And I will try to explore Canva, because like I said in the beginning, there are so many things in Canva that there's no end to it. And the more you get deeper into it, we've got 11 Canvassadors with us in Canva Team India. Everybody has their own features that they're exploring, and their own possibilities that they can bring the feature live. So I'm sure we will come back with yet another session with more power. And kudos to Canva again, and thank you so much for staying along so long. Have a wonderful evening from me.
Here one question, Preeti Nair ma'am, you have raised your
Yes.
hand. Do you have any question? Please ask. Preeti Nair ma'am, you are mute. Okay, I think by mistake they have.
Ma'am, where is the link to get the certificate?
It is there in the chat box. Ma'am has shared. Harpreet ma'am, let me share it again. I have just shared the link for again, and yes. Okay, Preeti Nair ma'am, you are not on mute. Do you want to ask your question? Any question, Preeti ma'am?
Hi ma'am, can you just show some demo that how can we register as a teacher to this account?
You just have to log in. Once you log in, it will just log in through the ID you want the registration to go through, and then Team Canva will accept it. There will be a point in the small questionnaire that you'll have to upload your school ID, or because you will have a school domain in case you have one from your school with your email ID that again represents you are from a school. And then if not, there are teachers who just upload their teaching qualification. So we consider that as well. So once you're done with the form, on upload option, you can upload either your school ID and you have your email ID, or your qualification upload document. That's it. I think that gives it idea.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
No problem.
Avanti ma'am, Annapurni ma'am has already shared the ID. Please check in the chat box. Link for certificate, that also we have shared. Let me share it again. You will get the link in the GEG group as well. Any more questions?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes,
Shalini
sure.
this side.
Yeah.
Ma'am, just wanted to know that when we are trying to access this link for the certificate, it is showing, it is directing us to Google Play. And that means, do we have to install the Google Canva app before we can register for this certificate?
No, you have to log in. It's a Google generated form, so I don't think you need to log into anything.
It is not actually coming that way. It is constantly redirecting us to the Canva app to be
Ma'am,
Is it the
installed.
problem?
see, ma'am, Canva is a web-based application. So from
Okay.
mobile also, you can directly use the Canva from the Google. It is not
Okay.
compulsory to download the Canva. Now, if you
Ma'am,
want
can
Okay.
to
you
Thank
start,
send the link again, please?
for what, ma'am?
thank you.
Every time we get a link, it is a feedback link we are getting. So the link for certificates is which one?
If you fill the feedback now, you will get the
Yeah.
certificate on your email ID, right?
Ma'am, it is the same one. You get the feedback, and
That,
once it
yes.
is, you fill in the feedback, it will be auto generated on the
Yes,
email
that is
you
right.
provide.
Okay,
You
it
need
will be
to
auto
do
generated on the email I provide.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Thank
So
you
it's
so much. It was a
important
wonderful.
just to be, yeah, thank you. Just to be careful of the name that you want on the certificate and the correct email ID that you want your certificate to come on.
So today's audience was wonderful. We are very happy. We are giving, we are helping teachers. One teacher is helping another teacher. Nowadays are too much techno savvy. So we have to educator are educating educators. So the everyone, very much we are thankful that you have attended our session and you will get the certificate. Thank you, everyone. Thank you
Excuse me,
from the
ma'am.
bottom of our heart.
Thank
Excuse
you.
me. One question is from my side.
Yes, Sunita ma'am.
Ma'am, can when we are texting anything on the images, text, so can we try many
Yeah.
times? Text
Yes,
to
you
image,
can.
text to image when we are doing. So can we try many times or any limitations are there?
There is no limitation.
Okay. So can we add some music also in that, ma'am? Like when we are doing this work on it, Canva.
Yes.
Music can
Oh,
be added by adding audio. Like you upload a video, you can add audio, and there is an audio library given on it in Canva. So maybe, Tejal ma'am, we can soon have another session with more features.
Yes, we are having another session soon.
okay.
That time you will get. It is Canva is huge applications, so we cannot give
Yes.
everything in the one session. So first, in the first session, we have given the introduction. This year, you have get the so many tools of the Canva, and next session we will come with the audio, video, and creating nice websites.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. True, ma'am. Thank you so much. It is
Yeah,
wonderful.
You're
excuse me, ma'am.
welcome.
Yeah, good
Yes.
evening.
Yes.
Yes,
Good
I have a
evening.
small question that what are the features you have showed? Is it all paid version, ma'am?
No,
No.
I on purpose chose the one. There is a pro account and there's a
Yeah.
free account. So I've shown
Yes.
only the features which are applicable to just the free account, and a pro account features are not highlighted here. Some of them are in both, but exclusively for the free account is what was shared today. Nothing
Okay.
has to be paid.
Yes.
It is free for teachers, and if you are using education account by Google from the school domain name .edu.in, then also you are getting the free account.
Okay, because already I had created, and then many times I feel like it is so tempted to use those versions, which is like reflecting in the pro, which I'm not able to. So I feel like
Once you
buying it.
verified in the Canva, once you verified with the Canva, now you will get everything for the free.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Welcome. It's already 7:25. There is a no question and lots of appreciation in the chat box. Harpreet ma'am, it was wonderful session, and the way you explain, anyone can understand easily. So it
Thank you
shows
so
that
much.
you are a very good teacher, and we are very thankful to Annapurni to be with us till the end of the session. Thank you so much, Annapurni. So now we
And to you, Tejal ma'am, without which we wouldn't have the participant. And
we are always
your
there with each other.
absolutely, absolutely.
Our teamwork should be strong. That's the motive. So
Absolutely.
soon we will come with another wonderful session with the Canada. Thank you, everyone. Can we close the session, Harpreet ma'am? If we
Yes, I
don't
will
have
just
query.
stop the recording and I'll shut the screen. So I would